heart-opening conversations with some of the greatest spiritual teachers, luminaries, and healers of today's world. Usher in new earth by living in your sacred heart. Quantum Conversations is brought to you by AcousticHealth.com, home of music from the universe, online healing retreats, and this program. Claim your free registration to daily shows at AcousticHealth.com. AcousticHealth.com, your portal to the inner realms. Our program starts shortly. Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. And welcome, everyone. We are here ushering you into New Earth. And as we know, sound healing is making a comeback. And one of the most beautiful things that we can do is use our own voice to work our body. My guest today is here to share some magical tools that she has discovered and worked with. And we're going to talk specifically about humming your chakras. You can literally move your chakras into a vibration with your note. In fact, your body has a musical key. And my guest, the sound lady, Kathleen Nagy, is here to help you discover your body's musical key. This is magic because this tunes us into ourselves, and that is powerful. I want to welcome Kathleen Nagy to Quantum Conversations. Hello, Kathleen.
Hello, Loren. It is so good to be with you. I'm really excited about sharing all this information with your audience today. Thank you so much for getting me on the show.
Well, it is my pleasure. We know each other from, oh my goodness, way back in 2011 with Nina Brown and the STAR, right? That was so beautiful, the STAR conference. And
right,
here we are, and there's been a great renaissance in sound. And I love it because you have a background in performing in symphony orchestras. You played the French horn. You've taught music education. You've been director of musical theater productions. And now you've got this chakra sound spa experience. That's what our listeners are going to be able to witness today. And I've had the beautiful opportunity to share in that as well. So I'll share my experience, and we're going to open this up for others to be able to experience this as well. I want to start with you and your return to this sound healing with your background in music and your own awakening. What is it about this process that drew so much of your attention?
Well, you know, I played in symphony orchestras for 20 years. And I knew the power of sound to change people's moods, you know, sound and music to change people's moods. But basically it was entertainment. And 20 years on the French horn is a career. It's a very difficult instrument. It requires a lot of, daily practice, and I did that for a long time. But I came to the realization, I think it was during one of the times I was playing the 1812 Overture with an orchestra, which up here in New England, where I live now, gets played a lot. I mean, it usually gets played around the 4th of July. It gets played maybe a Christmas concert or a spring concert. It's just, I was watching some of the older guys in the orchestra, you know, playing their violins, just kind of phoning it in. Like, oh, we've done this before. And I said to myself, I don't ever want to get to that state. It's easy to get to that state when you played Beethoven's Fifth Symphony so many times, or the 1812 Overture, and I just came to the realization that I didn't have any more da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-das in me.
Boom, ching.
So I wanted to transition from just making music for entertainment to using the power of sound and harmonics to actually change people's lives and their health and their consciousness. And I embarked, you know, on that trail a little over 20 years ago, and I've just had so many incredible experiences since, working with folks and helping them using sound, which is this wonderful, non-invasive, you know, you don't have to ingest it. You don't have to be poked or prodded. Basically, you have to listen and or use the sound of your own voice. People, we should have been taught when we were young, but we weren't, that our voices are the most powerful tool that we have to heal ourselves. Our bodies react instantly to the sounds of our voices. And that's one of the big things that I have discovered and want to teach people about. Our voices are just the vibrations in our bodies that can activate all kinds of things. And when you know specifically the right notes to for your body that really resonate parts of your body, that's when you can really begin to make a difference. Like when I was turned 40, which is several decades ago, I was diagnosed with asthma. And I started taking these inhalers and taking the meds, and they made me so jittery. You know, I hated it. But I was starting to study sound healing around that time. So I thought, is there a sound that I can make with my voice that will really resonate and vibrate my lungs?
Ooh.
And so I just started humming around my voice and my body, and I found it. And I found a note that really made my lungs really feel like they were vibrating with life and oxygen and circulation. And when I hummed that note and played harmonics of that note, I'll get into that in a minute, when I did that for like 20 minutes a day, after a week or so, I was being able to use the medication less and less. And
that's beautiful.
After a couple of weeks, I didn't use it anymore, and within several months, my asthma was gone, and more than 25 years ago, it's never come back. And that made me a believer. I mean, some people, it's really hard for a lot of people to have any kind of frame of reference for how sound in your voice can heal yourself. But once you experience it firsthand, you become a believer, and it makes sense to you. And that's what I like about this. I don't have to explain to people and say, you've got to believe me. You know, just trust what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. No, you're going to feel it in your body, and you're going to know I'm telling you the truth. That's great validation for me. I love the way that works.
Well, you are a believer, and so you use this in your own life, and that made you this believer. The beautiful voice, our own vibration. All right, let's go deeper, because we've got a lot to cover. You mentioned the harmonics, and I want to share my experience as well. So you had me sing a certain note, and then what I felt was pretty miraculous. I mean, it was pretty interesting. This is literally clearing out different areas of our body, clearing out our chakras, maybe subconscious, unconscious belief systems, programs, things like that. So explain more about what you're doing.
Well, our chakras are, I call them, our emotional energy distribution system. Our chakras are connected to glands of our endocrine system. They're etheric, these are etheric energy things that are intertwined into the major glands of our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And these glands make hormones that turn systems of our body on and off, right? And like if the parathyroid hormone and your thyroid are about taking the blood out of the bone, or taking the calcium out of the bone and putting it into the blood when it's needed, when there's too much in the bone. And then if there's too much in the blood, there's a hormone that says, okay, take the blood, the calcium out of the blood and put it back into the bone. I mean, our body is doing that all the time. And our chakras are in charge of all of that. But it's triggered by our emotions. Our chakras are our emotional energy, cellular distribution system.
Mm-hmm.
And an example, I mean, those are a lot of big words. But if I say, we all have heard about the fight or flight syndrome, right?
Yes.
We have a fear. Let's just be basic. We have a fear for our life. We're being chased by a dinosaur. And that fear triggers our adrenal glands to make more adrenaline so that we can run faster. The fear is the trigger, the emotion. Mm-hmm. And literally, that emotion goes into our cells, bodies make adrenaline, and we can run faster. And then when we get out of danger, our body says, okay, let's make noradrenaline now. Let's calm down the body. We don't need all that adrenaline anymore. Our bodies are doing that all the time, turning systems on and off, triggered by our emotions. So when you know the notes that vibrate your chakra centers, you can literally vibrate away and dislodge and dissolve cellular memory that could be causing pain and sleepless nights. That cellular memory, you know, the energy goes somewhere in our body. If we have some kind of a trauma, and for whatever reason we can't deal with it right then, either we didn't have the support system in our life, or we didn't have the energy, or we didn't have the know-how, or we weren't old enough. There's all these reasons, you know, why we just stuff that feeling because we don't know what to do with it. But that feeling, that energy goes somewhere in our body. And down the road, it manifests in some sort of a pain or illness. And what knowing your chakra notes is really good for is to release that cellular memory that's causing that pain and let the body heal. Mm-hmm. When you have a physical pain that was caused by even an unconscious emotional memory, it's really hard to figure out. I mean, it's unconscious. I mean, how do you figure it out with your brain? You really can't think your way out of it. And everything that you do physically for whatever that injury or illness is, it might help for a while, but it keeps coming back because you haven't gotten to the root of the cause. And it's just there, and it keeps getting re-triggered with similar emotions. But when you know the right note to hum, you can release that cellular memory, and it resets your whole emotional system back to still, back to calm. Your body instantly relaxes when it hears its scale, when it hears its sounds.
Yes, when it hears its sounds. And that's what you help people do, is to find their own unique personal note, that musical key. And so it also is different than toning. Can you share why humming versus toning? I mean, toning's different. It's good too. But humming is also carried on the breath. And what makes it different than toning?
Well, with toning, it's mostly about releasing energy. Toning, you can release anger, you can release sadness. If you can moan, you can tone.
Mm-hmm.
Moaning, a sigh. That's toning. So it's kind of a release of energy. But when you hum and your lips are closed and the sounds and vibrations stay inside of your body, it's a whole different thing. Because on the breath, the sound stays inward, and our bones actually conduct and direct and transport the sound throughout our body. So humming is something you do for yourself. I mean, you might have a couple of times when you hummed to an infant, hummed to a baby, but mostly humming is something we do for ourselves, and that's because it really doesn't affect anyone but ourselves. Those sounds are working inside of our bodies, and it's a very powerful way to learn to direct energy to specific places in your body when you know the right notes.
When you know the right notes. All right, so I want to share that you actually have a teaching course. You do a teaching, and it's a small group of people that get together, and you go one by one or work with the group, and we learn this. And we're going to do a few callers. So if you're on the phone, *2 will allow you to raise your hand, and you can interface with Kathleen. This is really cool, you guys. You will feel energy in your body, a centeredness and awareness. It is very, very interesting. Do you want to share a little bit more about that? It is unique. And so share a little bit more about the keys and the how once you find that note, because it's a bass note and it's different for everyone.
Right. So the sound spectrum, the sound range of our individual voices reveals the musical key to which our body's emotions are tuned. So it's the range of our voice. It's usually the lowest note you can comfortably hum will resonate your root chakra. And I just love it that Spirit made us so that our voices can heal our bodies. The range, in the speaking range of our voice are all of the notes that our body will respond to. So the lowest note that I can sing is different from the lowest note that you can sing, is different from the lowest note that, everyone else can sing. So what we do is we find the lowest note in your voice. I mean, you and I have low voices, but what if sopranos, will have a much higher note than ours that starts their musical scale. And men will have lower notes than ours that will start their musical scale. So the trick is to find that root chakra note. And once we have that note, there is a definite pattern of notes or a scale that will resonate all the rest of our chakras. So we really need to just find one of our chakra notes, and from that we can deduce what all of the other chakra notes are.
Okay. All right. It's very cool. Now, I'll share my note. Yeah, my note was, I think I wrote it down. Mine was a D, I believe.
No, G. You were a G.
A G. I was a G. All right. And so this this is different than the traditional teachings on chakras, where we do know there's chakra programs where you can listen to the notes of that chakra. But this is even more personal on this personal level because it's tied to our voice.
Exactly. And when I was looking for, doing research, trying to find what are the chakra notes, every book that I looked in said that we resonate to a C major scale. It was always C is the root chakra, D is the sacral chakra, and just would go up this major scale. And what I discovered is all human beings do not resonate to a C major scale.
No.
It's not even a major scale. It's a Lydian scale. There's one note difference between a major scale and a Lydian scale, and it's the all-important heart chakra note. And you, when we started talking, you kept telling me how you felt C sharp was a note that you just loved. I said, I bet that's your heart chakra note.
And
then when we found your root chakra, yes, C sharp was your heart chakra note. And that's the note that just opens up all that love and compassion. And you already knew that note. And I said, well, I bet your root chakra note is going to be the note G. And it was, because I knew you were talking about your heart chakra note.
Oh, and so you knew the scales, so you just went down to, and then you had me sing or hum my lowest note. Okay. Well, I also want to share something really cool, because the reason I knew that heart chakra is because of a beautiful app called Tuner, T1. And there's other apps where you can tone or hum, and you can find a note. And so, that's just beautiful because it's different every time, and I think that helps people understand this a little bit better. But what you're talking about is helping people with this scale. Then it's using those tones in a way that actually shifts the entire physical body. So callers, if you are on the phone and you'd like a mini musical note reading from Kathleen, *2 will allow you to raise your hand. And this is really fun to watch. We're going to go to, I believe we're in Denver, Colorado, area code 720, and the name says Yvette. Is this Yvette?
Yes, it is. Hi, Lauren.
Hi. Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you, Kathleen. This could not be at a good time. I've been dealing with respiratory issues that may or may not be tied to either a subset of SARS or COVID-19, as I bumped into a friend I hadn't seen in months at the store, and she hugged me, and then it turns out she was self-quarantined, and she didn't even have a mask, so she shouldn't even have been hugging people. And it's been like 3 weeks. Little things just going up and down the stairs have me out of breath, and I now have acid reflux, heartburn as well.
And do you have a fever?
Nope. No fever. I do have a history of, having asthma, respiratory infections, but due to dietary and stress changes, it's been years that I've had an infection, and I may take my inhaler 1 or 3 times a year. But I think because of my history with respiratory infections that even though she's asymptomatic, something was passed with that exchange.
Yeah, I can hear the weakness in your voice and in your lungs. Your heart chakra note is going to do a lot to help this. And I'm happy to help you find that note. There's also something else that will help you get over this. There are specific frequencies that you and I can talk about after the show. But there are specific frequencies that will help your body recover from the coronavirus, and they're frequencies that really enhance the immune system. But since you have this issue with your lungs that's been around for a long time, it's kind of made you susceptible. And so maybe if we can get to the underlying issues of why your lungs were weak in the first place, and sound the right notes, we can begin to release that ancient cellular memory and help things reset so that your lungs will be stronger.
That would be great.
That would be great. Okay. So I know you're going to have a hard time humming. I can hear that in your voice. your voice is kind of going to crack a little bit. So normally I would have people make the lowest sound that they could comfortably sing. And it's just like taking as deep a breath as you can without coughing, right? Just take a breath and sigh down, down to the lowest note that you're comfortable with in your throat. Could you just try that for me? And I'm going to listen very carefully.
Okay. Hold on. So I breathe in deeply and then I just hum, or do I breathe in and breathe out and then hum?
No. Breathe in, and using that air, the air carries the sound. The breath will carry the sound.
Okay.
Okay, I heard you sing the note G. I'm thinking you could go a little bit lower than that. I wonder if you can go. Can you go any lower? Starting on. Okay, I don't want you to stress your voice out or make yourself cough. All right, those two notes were F sharp and G. Instead of making you go try to find the root chakra note because your voice is so stressed right now, we're going to try and find your heart chakra note instead. It's easier to feel with less volume because our heart chakras are just less dense, right? Our lungs are full of air. Our root chakra is a pretty dense part of our body. A little hard to vibrate. But the heart chakra note is pretty easy to, and given that you're kind of stressing with your voice right now, I want to see if you can sing this note and tell me, hum this note and tell me if you feel it anywhere in your body. So take a deep breath and
Bear with me.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Good. Did you feel that anywhere?
In the heart and the third chakra.
The heart and the third chakra and the solar plexus.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Try this note. Okay. Do you need to get a drink of water?
Yes.
Yeah. We're not in any hurry.
No, and we can see that even just this humming, right? And I can hear everyone humming too. We can go really low. Maybe.
Are you back with us, Yvette? Whoops, did we lose her?
She's still here. Let's give her a moment.
Okay. She just
All
wants
right.
to get something to drink.
Yes.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard, especially if your voice is challenged by a postnasal drip or maybe an injury in the lower part of your body. It's going to be hard for you to hum that note and to feel it. The idea is to feel it. And once you feel it, then we know we have the right note. And since she said she felt that between sort of her solar plexus and her heart chakra, we're going to go up maybe a half step or so and see if you can really feel it just in the heart chakra.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. How about I sing this note to you, and we'll see if you feel it in your heart chakra, okay? You just get ready to receive this note, all righty? Were you able to feel that?
Yes. It makes me want to cry. Yeah.
Oh, yes. So found your heart chakra note.
Yep, that's your heart chakra.
Oh, I've got goosebumps all over. All right, so if your heart chakra note is C sharp, your root chakra note is G. Same as yours, Loren, but up an octave from where yours is.
Yeah, I'm lower than you an octave, Yvette. Okay, Yvette.
She's
good.
down here. Yvette's here. And Loren's here. All right, so here's what normally I have people hum each note of the scale so that you can feel it, but I'm going to do that for you because I know you just don't have the lung capacity to do it right now. But first I'm going to hum your heart chakra note a couple more times, see if we can loosen up your chest a little bit. All right? Here it comes. Can you take a deep breath now, Yvette?
Yeah.
To feel looser? Yeah. You know, the beauty of this, working with sound like this, is sound is processed through our, primitive reptilian part of our brain. It's not processed with our frontal lobes where we have all of our logic and thinking and where we have all of our defenses. So sound, you can't really defend against it, right? The sound will just go right in and do what it's supposed to do. And that sound, that I'm singing for you is releasing old cellular memory and bringing your heart chakra back into balance. And with the chakra sound spa experience that I do with people in these groups, you get a guided meditation, and your chakra notes are played by these beautiful chimes on this MP3. And there's a guided meditation that goes along with it, and each chakra is chimed 5 times. And when your body hears each chakra being chimed evenly and slowly 5 times, it's like telling your brain, okay, pay attention to this now. Oh, now pay attention to this. And everything, when your body hears it, it just instantly relaxes and everything gets recalibrated back to this still, calm, centered, grounded feeling. So I'm just going to sing all of your chakra notes, and we'll, all you have to do is listen. Normally I ask people to sing, but I can hear you really can't do that right now. So I'm going to do it for you. And we're going to start with your root chakra, and I'm just going to go up the scale slowly. So here's your root chakra note. This is your sacral chakra note. Solar plexus. Heart. throat chakra. Third eye. And this is your crown chakra. Now I'm just going to bring your energy back down to your root. Do you have any words that can explain what you felt?
My body prior to the call, I was going down the stairs with my laundry, and I got tangled on the shower curtains, and I fell. So my back and is burning, and lower back, and my hip and my wrist and right shoulder. So that's still burning and hurting. That because of the issues with the respiratory and breathing and concerns that it's covert. I just wanted to focus on that. Still breathing challenges. That's been lessened a little bit in terms of fear-based in that area versus release from the breathing challenges. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yes.
I would like to sing your sacral chakra note a couple times. See if we can't relieve some of the pain in your lower back.
Thank you.
Let me just tone that for you for a couple of times and see if it doesn't make your lower back feel a little bit better. Has that lessened the pain any?
That we don't know if there.
The burning is still there. It's lessened a little bit, but the burning is still there.
Yeah, we'd have to do this for a while to get it to go away completely.
Yes.
The point is, you felt that sound in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that you can contact me using the email info, I-N-F-O, info at thesoundlady.com. If you send me an email, I will send you frequencies that you can listen to on your computer. There's an online tone generator on your computer. They're going to help your body fight this virus. So please contact me after the show. It goes it's a little bit off the subject of what we're doing today, but you need it, so let's do that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Yvette.
You
And
so
you know, girl and sister, go ahead, and I know it's hard to hum, but you know that note. You know that note. Kathleen, what is that note for her to
C sharp.
C sharp. C sharp. So just hum a little bit and just hum. You got this.
Yes.
Yvette, if you need my help, you can email me and I'll put you in touch with Kathleen as well. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lori and Kathleen. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And this is an upgrade for you, Yvette. You are upgrading. You are upgrading, and your body is filling with antibodies. All right?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate you both.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, this is really cool. We're going to go to more callers, but I want to talk more, Kathleen, about your 3-hour class where you teach people this. You give them their soul note. These are tools for them to use every day in their life. Do you have dates for that? I think we've put some up on the special offer page here of this coming Sunday, May 10th.
Yeah, we did say that. No, I think that's Mother's Day.
So for those so here's how this works, everyone. Kathleen is your guide on this. She will teach you your notes, your chakra notes, each of you. It's a 3-hour class, and you get your own notes after that. There's 10 student minimum so that she can give everyone that quality time and work with you. There's a lot that goes on. There's a way that Kathleen, I'll let you explain more, but we literally tone through our heart and we connect our chakras. That feeling is so beautiful. I have to say, not only is this helping us clear, this is your tool to clear with your own voice, this is also relaxing your body so that it can clear, but it also allows you to access the quantum field, the information of your higher self, the information that you can access by humming. So this is really deep. We're using it here to really use it as an emotional energy release, but it's so much more than that. So Kathleen, talk about that course, because you're here to help people week after week. So it's a first come, first serve. First 10 people to sign up get Sunday's class. If they can't do Sunday, you can put them in another class. But you are here because this is you're hot to trot with this.
Yeah, it'll be an online class of a small group of 10 people. I don't want to work with more than 10 people. That would be a little overwhelming. And basically what the class is, each person in the class will go through the same type of humming that I just did with Yvette. And we'll find all of your notes. And you'll get to see in that class and hear all the things that could go wrong in that process and make you not find your notes. So, I mean, if I just do it with you, that's one thing. Then you know how to do it for yourself. But in this class, you'll be able to teach other people how to do it once you finish the class.
See, that's a good one. This is for all the healers out there, anyone who's ever been wanting to learn something in sound healing. Wow. So it's not a certification, but you can teach others how to do this.
Right. It's once we figure out how to hum and and we say, oh yeah, I feel that. Mm-hmm. Then we can figure out all of the notes, and everyone in the class gets to see that. Now, not only that's not the only thing that happens, right? You also talk about I teach you how to connect all of the chakras then through the heart chakra, visualizing an infinity loop. So you would start with the root chakra and tone that note, and then you pull the energy up to your heart chakra with your voice, toning that note. So for that, it would be that that pulls the energy from her root chakra up to the heart, and then we go from the heart up to the crown. Those three notes connect the root chakra to the heart and the crown chakra to the heart. And your voice is moving the energy up and down in your body. And then the second infinity loop that I call it, there are three infinity loops that connect all the chakras. The second one starts in your sacral chakra, goes up to your heart, and then goes up to your third eye and crosses back over in the heart. So that the crossover of that infinity loop, of that figure 8, is all in the heart. So, for example, for a vet, it would sound like this. And the guided meditation on the MP3s that you get along with this class, once you've figured out what your notes are, plays those notes, and you can hum along with them, or you can just listen. And then the third infinity loop goes from the solar plexus through the heart to the throat chakra. So it sounds like this.
Doesn't that make you just want to cry?
Those are your notes. They're just not your own.
I mean, it's just like, I mean, it just sounds kind of, melancholy.
Well, it connects everything. Once the first meditation MP3 that you get when you figure out your notes is just chiming each note of the chakras. And that's kind of saying, hello, chakra, wake up, I'm here, let's play. Right? So they're kind of in this active state. And then when we connect them all through the heart with those infinity loops, to me it feels like you're just like taking a shoelace and lacing up all the chakras and tying it right there at the heart. It just brings everything together, centers you incredibly, and leaves you centered in your heart.
We can feel that vibration. When we do it, we can feel that centeredness. And it would be wonderful someday as well, Kathleen, to get the aura technology, the aura photography, to see how the chakras are aligned when we do this. That will be beautiful. So for all those
I actually have that.
Oh, you actually have that?
I did that 15 years ago. I went with an aura imaging camera.
Okay.
And I did before and after pictures, and the whole study's on my webpage, thesoundlady.com, with the pictures and everything.
Cool.
I would, I played harmonics. Sorry, so let's talk about the harmonics instead of just humming. I mean, I can hum with my voice, and I can create harmonics with my voice. And on that one note. But if you could play two notes, if you can sound two notes at the same time, then you get this whole harmonic chord that happens. And as a French horn player, what I would do was play a note on the horn and sustain it. And while I'm playing that note, I sing another note into the horn.
Wow.
And it creates this like 4-octave harmonic chord. Those harmonics, the brain understands harmonics. Harmonics are the brother and sister notes of the sort of fundamental note that you're singing, and they're related. I just call them brothers and sister notes. They're related mathematically to the fundamental note that you're singing. And when the brain, because the brain is a frequency modulator, right? The brain understands sound and how sound expands, and there's something in the physics of sound called the harmonic series of notes, and it's how sound expands. And when the brain understands that physics and hears, those harmonics, it's like it can go in and pick out the frequencies that it needs to do the repair work that it needs to do in the body. We can only sing one note at a time. But I have, what I did for that test on the before and after with the aura imaging cameras, I played the harmonics of these chakras And you can clearly see, I mean, every time the software of that aura imaging camera said the energy was raised. The frequency of that chakra was raised from where it started. It's kind of visual proof that this works. And that study is on the webpage, thesoundlady.com.
Yes, very cool. And the humming with those notes and tying it to the root chakra, like your lowest note, you've explained that you're actually like directing that vibration through the body, and that is actually vibrating the chakra and the etherics, and that has this effect and connection to the glands and the body. All right, this is amazing. Let's go to another caller. We're going to go to San Francisco, area code 415. Hi, caller. What's your name, please?
I think it's me, Catherine. Lawrence.
Yes, hi,
How
Catherine. Good. Would you like to find your musical key?
Of course.
Now, I can tell you are a soprano.
Really?
Just from
Wow.
the sound of your speaking voice. Have you ever sung? Are you a singer?
Well, coming from Ireland, what they would say is I can hold a tune, but I don't add to it. That's the nice way of saying I'm not a great singer.
Oh, that sounds like me then. Okay.
Well, you only have to be able to sing one note.
Okay.
You just gotta find that one note. So you don't have to be able to, carry a tune. You just, in a whole melody, you just need to be able to just focus and sing and sustain one note at a time, which I'm sure you can do.
Okay.
So let's try and find the root chakra note. We'll go through the exercise again of taking a deep breath and sort of humming down to the lowest sound that you can make. And that's really just to kind of loosen up the lower end of our vocal range. It's not a comfortable sound. It's not a sound that you can sustain or project. It's just kind of the purpose of humming down to the lowest sound that you can make is really to loosen up the lower part of the vocal cord so that we can get to that low, comfortable sound that you can sing. So, like if I wanted to go down to the lowest sound I could make, it's not a sound that you can sustain. It's not a nice sound, and it doesn't feel good in your throat. But it does loosen up the lower part of your voice. So if you're willing to do something as crude as that for a minute,
sure. Okay.
Take a deep breath and just get down to that low growl.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of giggling that happens with it.
Right.
It's sounding like you're in a very similar key almost to the one who was before. All right, so now just kind of hum down to the lowest comfortable sound that you can sing. A sound that doesn't strain your throat. Okay, I'm going to see, can you go any lower than that? Can you go, Okay, no, I heard an F sharp. So you started off on the G, but I think you can really sing an F sharp. I think your root chakra might be F sharp. F sharp. So, can you hum this note 2 or 3 times? And if you're sitting down, stand up. Or better yet, if you can lay down on your back. It's just hard to feel the root chakra when you're sitting on it. And this is a very, right, and Lauren, you can attest to this. It's a subtle feeling that we're looking for. It's a little bit of a tingling. It might feel like a little pressure. It might feel like warmth. It's kind of hard to describe with words. But there's a definite sensation that you will feel at the bottom of your spine if this is your right note while you're humming it. So just take a deep breath and hum this note with me. Very good, very good. Let's do that like 2 more times. You're very good at taking a deep breath and sustaining a note. Congratulations. One more. One more. Are you feeling that anywhere in your body?
Yeah, for sure. At the base of my spine and the top of my legs, actually, too.
Excellent. We have found your root chakra note. Sometimes you'll feel this all the way down to your feet. Your root chakra will send the energy all the way down your legs and into your feet. So if you have a problem with, the bottom of your spine or your knees or your ankles or your feet, this is the note for all of that. All right. So now we're going to sing. I'm going to have you hum the note that should resonate with your sacral chakra. And you'll feel this right in front, between your hips, around your pubic bone. So hum this note with me. Again. And are you feeling that anywhere?
Not as much as the root, funny enough.
Okay. All right, there might be some challenges in that area of your body. You kind of need to wake it up a little bit, but we're going to go on. I know that's the right note. Okay. So now we'll go to the solar plexus. You feeling it?
I'm feeling it, and I'm seeing colors, actually, too.
Can you describe the feeling? I know I ask people to do that. It's really hard. Can you describe the feeling for other folks?
It's kind of like a tingling, and then color-wise, it was kind of like flickering light and then into a bright, like sunshine yellow.
Sunshine yellow, that's your solar plexus. Beautiful. Now we're going to go to your heart chakra. Yes, feeling it?
Yes, for sure.
Seeing colors?
Seeing colors,
awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Green is coming through.
Ooh, does it make you want to cry?
It does, because
it just opens your heart in the gentlest way, doesn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Those are happy tears. Okay, throat chakra. Hum this note with me. Yeah. Now that's going to really activate and energize your thyroid gland. If you have an underactive thyroid, this is the note you want to hum. Kick your thyroid into moving your metabolism faster. Okay. Did you feel that?
I did, and I saw like ropes breaking. It was, that was.
You saw what breaking?
Ropes, like rope.
Wow.
Like small ropes or cords. Yeah, just separated.
Wow. Fabulous. Okay, so third eye. This is a fun one, too. You're going to enjoy this. Yes?
Now I'm seeing stars.
All right, let's go up to the crown.
I'm going to be afraid.
You're sitting down, or you're laying down now, right?
No, I'm standing up. Yeah.
You're standing up. Okay, hold on to something. I don't want you to fall over.
Okay.
You got your energy all up in your head here. Okay, this is for your crown chakra. Yes, did you feel that? Are you there? I want to get her back in her body.
Oh, there you are.
Down.
You're there, Catherine.
Okay. You should be more in your body now. Can you speak?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Words, anyway.
Yeah. No, you were going to right up top of your head there. So isn't that a unique feeling?
Yes. I mean, I've always loved music, and well, as soon as I heard you today, I was just, I knew I would speak to you. Yeah.
So your root chakra note is F sharp.
Okay.
F sharp starts your chakra scale. And if you want to email me afterwards, I'll tell you all the other notes in an email. And then you can hum them or listen to them or sing them, or you can come to class, or on my webpage you can actually just buy the sort of do-it-yourself $37 version of finding your own notes, and then you can download your F-sharp scales.
Wow.
And listen to them and hum along.
I will. And thank you, Kathleen. That was powerful. And thank you, Lauren, for hearing my call.
Yes, thank you, Catherine. Awesome. Okay. Well, this is cool, and we want to invite everyone to Kathleen's 3-hour class, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that because it's not just a 3-hour class, Kathleen. It comes with all those charts, but you're also including frequencies for digestion and kidney support and an immune boost harmonics. So talk about this whole package, and then we have time for one more call.
Okay. Yeah, so the whole, what you'll get after taking this 3-hour class, along with knowing your own chakra scale and how to connect your chakras through your heart, I'm also going to teach you how to access other parts of your body that aren't chakra related with these notes. So for example, where does our liver live? Our liver is between our solar plexus and our heart chakra. So what's the note between your solar plexus and your heart chakra? If your solar plexus is A and your heart chakra is B, the note in between A and B is B flat. And that's going to resonate with your liver. Your sinuses live between your third eye and your throat chakra. So what's the note between your throat chakra and your third eye? That note will clear your sinuses. So I'll be teaching you how to access other parts of your body in that class also, with the notes, knowing the notes of your chakra scale. The other things that you get. You'll get a chakra correlations chart, where I just went on the internet and I just there are hundreds of, if you Google chakra charts, which you can't say 10 times fast, if you Google that, there are hundreds of charts that come up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked through all of them, and some of them say different things, from the others. So I tried to find the most generally accepted correlations. So this chart will tell you for each chakra what's its color, what sense is it related to, seeing, hearing, feeling, what emotion is it related to, what hormones does that chakra make, and a whole slew, what elements go with that chakra. So you can pretty much look at that chart. If you've got an issue of something, you know what note to sing, because you know your chakra notes. There's also an immune boosting audio file, which is me playing the French horn and playing the harmonics like I did in that test that I did with the Aura imaging camera. It's the exact same sounds that I played while I was doing before and after pictures on the Aura imaging camera. And it boosts your immune system like crazy. I mean, I did these sounds for probably 5 days a week for like 15 years. And I never got sick. I would feel, and I haven't been sick in 20 years now. You could feel like a cold coming on in the back of your throat, and you'd get that scratchy feeling, and then in an hour or two it'd be gone. Would never manifest. My body, my immune system was so pumped from playing those harmonics that you're going to get in that immune boosting audio file as part of the class. That you're going to be able to fight off infections. There's also a kidney support file that you're going to get that helps people who have trouble with water retention. Anyone who's on dialysis will love this. I had a person on dialysis. After 2 years of listening to this, he was able to get off dialysis. His kidneys had healed. He'd had a stroke, and that damaged his kidneys. So these are powerful harmonic audio files that are also part of this class when you join.
Yes. So very cool, and what a powerful technique to really heal our bodies with sound, our own voice. That is really beautiful. We don't have to leave it up to our medical, right? We know that in this age there's alternatives and holistic tools, and these absolutely work, as you know, in your own life. 15 years ago, 25 years ago, well, actually, yeah, when you started out on this journey, because you discovered it yourself, 20 hours or a long time. Do you have a daily practice then that you suggest? Because I really see the world walking around humming, and that's a beautiful world. No wonder singing makes us feel better. I love karaoke. I don't sing karaoke because I'm good at it. It makes me happy. I love singing. I wish I could sing better, but this is beyond singing. This is the gentle humming where it turns us within, and it's incredibly powerful. Isn't that beautiful?
It certainly is. It is very powerful, and it's so simple. It's why people think, oh, that couldn't possibly work. It's just too simple.
When you hum, you can feel that you have just given yourself a vibrational shift. So please, if you are interested in working with Kathleen, in teaching this and sharing this with others, this is a beautiful tool to put in your healing repertoire, in your kit, your healing kit. And so Kathleen is here to show you. She has a beautiful program that teaches you all of it, and we encourage you to check that out. That special offer button is there with all of those bonuses. The beautiful thing is that you can do this. You can teach this and share it. You can teach others and share it with others. Kathleen is here for you for that. So I thank you for that, Kathleen, and we welcome those to join you on that class. Okay, let's go to our caller. We're going to go to New York area. This is a web call, and this is Day. Hello. Web caller, you're unmuted. Maybe your microphone is okay. I'm going to move on. We're going to go to Delaware. Hello, this is area code 302.
Hello?
Hello, what's your name, please?
Hi, this is Amber.
Hi, Amber. So would you like to know your musical key?
Absolutely. I would love that.
Okay, Kathleen.
All right. You have a beautiful voice, Amber. Very clear.
Thank you.
Well, so are you ready to play? I mean, it does.
Yeah.
I commend everyone,
so cool.
Yvette and Catherine and Amber here, because humming, out loud in public, is kind of uncomfortable if you're not used to doing it. And, there's some people were told, oh, don't sing in the chorus, you just mouth the words because, you can't sing on pitch. And that has done such damage to so many people. So I applaud anyone who's willing to give this a try in public. Congratulations.
I know. Thank you. I'm nervous, but it's so fast. I'm just vibrating, so this is resonating so much. And I just think it's so fascinating what you're doing.
Okay, well, let's do what we did with the others. Let's get you either standing up or lying down on your back.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take a deep breath and hum down to kind of the lowest sound you can possibly make. Wow, everyone's in the same key today. Very interesting. That's another F sharp.
Wow.
Were you triggered by the notes that we were singing for Catherine?
Yeah, it's funny when we were doing hers, I was like, I feel like mine is the same as hers, but
it is.
I mean, I wasn't feeling everything that she was feeling, but I was like, from what I could hear, it seemed like it was the same as hers, which I was
it's exactly the same as hers, but everyone has a different experience of it. Like she was feeling it and she was seeing colors. You're going to experience it your own way. So you want to hum. All right, this is your root chakra note. Hum this with me. Did you feel it?
Yeah, I felt, even when we were I was humming along with the last caller, and I felt a little in my legs, but I didn't really feel a lot in my spine, but definitely something in my legs, like tingling.
Okay, good. Well, let's go up to the sacral chakra, then maybe you'll feel that a little bit more strongly. Centered.
Yeah, lots of vibrating.
Okay. People are saying, what, she's vibrating? It's true, it happens. It's once you feel it, you believe. Okay, so here is your solar plexus.
Yeah, definitely. I can feel that it's located in that area.
Yeah, it's a subtle feeling, but it's a feeling nonetheless.
Yeah, right.
And now for your heart chakra, hum this one. Yeah? Okay. Throat chakra. Right around your thyroid area. Third eye.
Yeah, I can feel it in my forehead area and on my nose a little bit.
Yeah, fabulous. Okay, and then your crown chakra is going to be this.
Well, that almost felt like it was in my ears, too, that last one.
Okay. Is this fun or what?
It's so cool.
All right, let's get your energy back down on your feet so you don't fall over here. So, crown chakra. Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's so cool.
Oh, thanks for playing, Amber. That was fun.
Yes,
Thank
that
you
was
so
fun.
much.
Thank you. Isn't that amazing? I find it so cool when we go and we sing, hum the chakra note. Everyone just gets so, I don't know, Amber, was it just like almost like bliss?
It was, it feels like, it's subtle for me. Like a lot of, I feel things kind of more on a subtle level, but, like a deep, relaxing breath kind of feeling, just very like, soothing.
Yes.
Yeah. Our bodies are going, Ma, they're playing my song.
Oh.
Come dance with me. Yes.
Right. Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Amber. Okay, thank you. Wow. Yes, I know that everyone is humming right along with us, and we thank you. We thank you for humming. Your body thanks you for humming. We hear notes of comments that, this is great. We can heal ourselves. We can heal ourselves with this. This is beautiful. This is our own voice. Kathleen, your a quick question on the time of your classes. What about for those in Australia? We could do a 4 p.m. Eastern time. That could be one of the classes. We'll just work that out and arrange for global. Typically the times are
4 p.m. Eastern time. It makes it the next day at 6 p.m. in Australia?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a 3-hour class, so that's doable if we start at 4. So we're going to do it on the next 3 Sundays, starting at 4 o'clock Eastern time. And if more than 30 people sign up, then we'll add more Sundays as we go.
Yes, and so you will keep these rolling because you are on a mission to train people on this, get them going with your plan of action to make them successful in healing their own bodies, in connecting with their own bodies, in helping others connect with their bodies. So that is beautiful. When you register, Kathleen gives you a beautiful download page that you get all of those things that we talked about, and then she'll be in touch with you on the actual date of that class. So that is beautiful.
Yeah, no, when you register,
yes,
you're not ready to download anything because you don't know what your notes are yet. So during the class, you can download the charts and the extra bonuses, but you can't really download your chakra scales yet because you don't know what they are. But when we finish the class, you'll know what they are, and then you can go and download your actual chakra scales.
Yeah, the chakra scales, and there's 12 of them, right? Because there's 12 different notes.
There are 12 different chakra scales. Everyone is going to fall into one of those 12 chakra scales. But what you're going to get are 3 MP3s. One is going to be your chakra scale chimed with a guided meditation. One is going to be your chakra scale chimed without the guided meditation. Because, I've been doing this a while, and I'm sure your audience has too. You get these guided meditations, you listen to them after a while, you memorize them, and you don't necessarily want to listen anymore. And I didn't want people to stop listening at that point. So already at your fingertips, you're going to have your chakra scale without the guided meditation, and you can do whatever you want. With those sounds. And then the third MP3 that you get after you know your chakra scale is the one that connects your heart all your chakras through your heart.
Yes, yes. Again, it is a beautiful program when you do this and do it with your soul note. It is feelings of, it's different for everyone. I'd like to share my personal experience with it. It was really, really cool. There was one point where I felt, I think this is when we were in the throat and definitely the third eye chakra, I did feel something release there, and that is energy. That is a program or a memory, emotional debris that is no longer needed. And I love that we can simply hum our way through this into clarity, into the release, without even going back into the pain. That is effortless. And what we saw today with Yvette on the call, she sounded better just from that. And that was just a little bit of her humming a note as best she could, but then her receiving that note from you. This is beautiful. So surround yourself in the vibration. You can listen to the chimes daily in your meditation when you wake up, or however you wish to do that, outside on your smartphone as you're hiking or walking or doing what you're doing. It's beautiful. Kathleen is here for you, and she is ready for your self to be in that class. So thank you. Okay, let's see. There's a couple more questions. I wanted to share a comment as well, that one of the comments that came in is there was someone else who experienced the same note as did Catherine or Amber. Catherine and Amber had the same note, and so she felt a lot of pain release as well. Some pain is still there, but it has been released. So that's good.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, here's a question. I don't know who this is from, but maybe you can speak to it. My struggles have been more emotionally based. And this is what we're talking about. This is emotional debris, emotional energy distribution is what you call it. And we're clearing through that. And this comment says, so that my struggles are emotionally based, though they manifest into severe alcoholism and addiction. I've now been sober for 6 years and I'm growing and healing, but I believe sound healing has much to teach me. I'd love to know what specifically is recommended or more about my own note.
Well, once we find out what that note is and what your scale is, then I suggest humming it every day. Some people will do it first thing in the morning and kind of start the day out aligned and grounded and centered. Some people do it after coming home from work. And the world, I have one that was an acupuncturist who was really loved this whole process, and she said, you know, like I go out and the world does whatever it does to me, and I go home and listen to my chakra sounds, and I'm okay again.
Yes.
So it would be a daily humming or a daily listening to your chakra scale. It's just going to deepen, get deeper and deeper into the cellular memory and release the traumas that you don't even have to speak them. You don't have to identify them. You don't have to feel them. You just know. You just feel things getting better.
Yes. You feel it getting better. Yeah, beautiful. You know, it's in the old world we would call that bulletproof. But we're going to upgrade that and call it fortified and aligned and centered and strong. It really is deepening the connection to the light body if you think about it.
Yeah, it's very stabilizing.
Yeah.
So if you're the type of a person who is on an emotional roller coaster all day long, and you have these ups and these downs, and you feel like sometimes, you know, your emotions just run away with you, this little practice will calm that down and stop that from happening. It will put you on a nice, even keel, and you won't be pulled into these states nearly as easily.
Yes. And it's all through humming. How beautiful is that? Oh, Kathleen Nagy, thank you so much for sharing this beautiful wisdom. What a gift for everyone. I know everyone is going to be humming and singing success and joy back into our lives and health and beauty. Beautiful. Sing your way, hum your way, everyone. It is here. Thank you. Kathleen, as we say goodbye, what would you like to offer? Is there anything that we didn't get to?
Well, I just want to sort of reiterate that our emotions, conscious or unconscious, owned or stuffed, are distributed into our cells by our chakras. And the famous Dr. Christiane Northrup, famous women's doctor, wrote Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom. A quote from her book on chakras is, "You can own and operate your own state of health completely and fully by understanding the energy system known as chakras." This is so simple, but it's also very, very powerful. And if you have emotional traumas stuck in the cells of your body, this is the most painless way I can think of to get rid of them.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes, beautiful. Happy humming, everyone. The world thanks you. Gaia thanks you. Your body thanks you. If you're interested in learning how to do this for others, there's a beautiful class for you. Get the expert teaching from Kathleen. She's your guide to show you how to do it. And this is New Earth. I absolutely love it. And it's one of the beautiful skills that each of us bring forward. If you'd like to make this part of your life, please take that class. It is beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. Kathleen, thank you so much for sharing again this beautiful information. And we will talk to you again. We'll have you back on Quantum Conversations. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for the opportunity and for doing what you do for the planet. Blessings.
Oh, thank you. Blessings. And everyone, thank you too for listening. You are a New Earth leader, and this program supports you, provides you information and content that makes you express, allows you to express your New Earth creations. We are here. Thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your smile. Again, if you'd like to check out Kathleen's special offer with that 3-hour class and those beautiful downloads, that is there and available for you. So now it is time to dance our way to the cosmic heart. As you have fun with this music, maybe let's hum along as well. Your beautiful notes, your beautiful expression through your humming notes. Namaste. Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. Access all quantum conversations, special offers from our guests, and online healing retreats by visiting acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music, available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.